the voice cast for Stickman is pretty incredible, and I will get to that in a moment. Although I'm not the target audience, I'm quite a big fan of the short animations based on books by Julia Donaldson. I think Donaldson has a fantastic way of telling stories, and these adaptations just, you know, bring her work to life. And of course, the illustrations by Axel Scheffler. It's lovely to see them being animated and in motion. And Stickman is not one I've read. I'll be perfectly honest. I don't even think I'd heard of it. The character originates from within the Gruffalo series, but the actual story itself I wasn't aware of. But I saw this on Netflix, I think, one of the streaming services, and I thought, let's give it a go. And although the narrative itself wasn't that gripping for my more, developed mind, for a young child, I think it would have been quite exciting. But the animation is ridiculously beautiful. It is so sharp and vivid and sweet. It's an absolute pleasure to watch. Couple that with your pretty amazing voice cast, I think it's a treat for all ages. It was released in 2015, directed by Jeroen Jaspert and Daniel Sutton, adapted for the short film by Max Lang. And the voice casts include Martin Freeman as Stickman, Jennifer Saunders as the narrator, Rob Brydon as the Snail, and I believe he does some other characters, Russell Tovey as Dog, Sally Hawkins as Stick Lady and others, and Hugh Bonneville as Santa. And it's absolutely brilliant. It's a lot of fun. It's quite funny. Basically, and I'll read the description from IMDb, in fact, because this will sum it up better than I can. Stickman lives in the family tree with his stick lady love and their stick children 3, and he's heading on an epic adventure across the seasons. Will he get back to his family in time for Christmas? So it is an adventure. Stickman is heading out into the world to experience, as it says, the seasons. He does end up in springtime and in snow. Ultimately, we're heading towards Christmas. We have that festive element in here. But he gets himself into all kinds of situations. There is a dog who thinks he is a play toy, and the Stickman keeps saying, "I'm not a stick. I'm Stickman. I'm living. I'm breathing, etc." And there's one particular moment. I won't go into all of the scenarios in which he finds himself because that's part of the fun. But one of my favorites, and I actually genuinely love this, is when he was used in a game of Pooh sticks, and he just kind of drops into the water and just floats on his back, and it was such a lovely little bit of animation that I absolutely thoroughly adored, and I thought it was brilliant. It's very sweet. Obviously, the narrative itself is not the most complicated, but for the young target audience, it is rated universal. I think the animation is very vibrant, very eye-catching and engaging. The voice acting and the narration, it's all very clear and crisp and easy to understand, easy to follow. It's got enough emotion in it that you will feel Stickman's fear and worry of not getting back home in time for Christmas, but it's not so depressing that children are going to be in floods of tears by the end, terrified for Stickman's life. As an adult viewer, I thoroughly appreciate the quality of the animation. I think it's gorgeous. The all-star voice cast is something I truly adore. I think it's got a little something for everybody. It's just under half an hour. If you're a fan of animations, or children's films, or Julia Donaldson, I think you should give Stickman a watch because it's absolutely beautiful.